All right, we are doing the IndyCar iRacing series. So, like NIS, but with IndyCars, since Indy has a bunch of street courses, a lot of those have to be replaced with other tracks that are similar or near. So, we are doing Sebring instead of St. Pete. 41 laps, no tire rule. Not sure what I'm going to do. We're the number 16. I think we're just going to take the Jimmy Johnson approach and drive around and make money. I did a 42 on full fuel on Reds, but the last thing I want to do, especially since I only really started preparing about 30 minutes before the NASCAR race, and then just during the sign-up period, really don't want to put myself in a race with others to start off with, because I don't know if I'm going to even be able to make a fuel run, which is about 13 laps. So we have a couple of options. Race is 41 laps, and fuel runs 13 laps, or about 13 and a half, 13.8 if you run a lower fuel setting. So if we can get a 14 lap run, and then another 14 lap run, and then a 13 lap, might be able to do it in 2 stops. That means we're going to be just on the primaries the entire time, while everyone else runs some alternates. Now, if we had to do an alternate run, then obviously we'd do a 3-stop easily. Just because there's no, I don't know anything about IndyCar on road, how the tires fall off, anything like that. We're going into this completely blind, just hoping that I can make it at least a halfway. This is a very tricky combo. Car is very bouncy and could instantly spin out on me if I'm not paying attention or do something wrong or try to make a adjustment for someone else having issues. There's a lot of things that could go wrong. So looks like we got the number 2 car is going to be starting at the back. I don't believe you have to start on the tires that you qualify on. Then we got 17 incidents, and then after that, every 8 incidents, you get a drive-through, but no DQ limit. So why can't we have that on oval? Make people drive through after they get 24 and 32. Yeah, we're just going to try to not be a weapon, which could be very difficult. Looking for some qualifying times to come in. Should be getting some for the people that just went out immediately at the start of the session. And that'll kind of, I mean, I've only done a full fuel run on Reds and ran a 42. So I'm guessing we could get down into the 41s fairly easy with low fuel. But looks like, yeah, it looks like we're actually going to be in a fairly decent split for our speed, as long as these guys are low fuel. But we're not going to qualify. It's not worth it. I don't want to ruin someone else's race. We are learning, and this was not planned. I've got about 7 or 8 laps on it. I've added wing to the front and rear, so we're going to be really slow down the straights anyways. I just needed a little extra safety through the slicker bits. And yeah, it looks like we're going to be starting right at the rear, so that's awesome. I will take that. No need to hit ready to race. Let's look at the paint scheme that we got going on here. So we are the number 16. I've got a new paint scheme. It's just a combination of two default iRacing paint schemes that I've went with a bit of a Red Bull matte to it. And you know what? I like it. Nice and plain and looks fast. So that is the new scheme for the IndyCar, because the other one I was getting sick of. So will hopefully bring us a bit of luck. I was going to add some red on it or some orange, but decided this would work just fine. So just make sure that we got primary. Let me double check here, because if we're gonna fuel save to try to make it 2 stops, then we want to have mapping is gonna be 5, I think. Yeah. And then while we're pacing on this first pace lap, we'll go with 8. So we'll just start it off in an 8. Do we even have a, is there a push to pass? Options, control, push to pass, overtake. Let's go with that there. I'm going to forget about that. I don't even know where to look to see if I have any. Let's hop in the car. Is there any indicator dash? Yeah, I have no idea. No idea. That's how unaware of everything I am going into this race. Oops. Race. Only waiting on one person then. I didn't see that everyone else finished up theirs. But it looks like one guy is still out on a lap. Or not doing a lap. So we are starting dead last. Perfect. We can only go up. Honestly, I don't know. I think I've done one IndyCar race, and that was at Barber on road. I think that is the only one I've ever done. Let's just make sure we get everyone's car loaded up here. We got a whole pace lap. I'm going to let everyone load in. Just because sitting on the grid does use up a bit of fuel. I know this whole strategy that I'm doing is very stupid, but we're going to give it a shot. See if we can make it in 2 stops. I assume that fast people can easily do it while being quick. We're probably going to slow ourselves down way too much, but I mean, with no yellows, it's not really going to do us much good. We're probably going to lose more time than if we just did an extra stop. And if we need to, we'll change our strategy up. Alright, looks like I can grid, and we're going.
Line up on the right side. Pit road is closed right now.
So, yeah, if we find ourselves up in mid-pack, then we'll definitely give it a shot. We got lots of reds on around us. So, me not knowing how hard the reds fall off, might have just put ourselves at a major disadvantage.
Catch up 12.
Looks like there's a few people
Catch
up in the mid.
3 car. Catch up 2 car.
Yeah, we got some primaries around here, so 4th place car is on pit road. Probably forgot to adjust fuel back. fill it up with fuel, and we are going to take 4 tires and primary for our first stop. And then I need to remember to change the map. And we're going to go with a little more front brake bias to start off here. Just because we might have to get on the brakes harder than I'm ready to. But I hope this is fun. You know, places like Long Beach are going to be scary. And then hopefully we get the new Indy road course before we get there, and an updated Indy Oval. But you're going to see me get very, very bad at driving. There's a lot of things that I've just struggled with on this track, and I'm sure that we're going to start missing brake points later into a run as the tires lose grip. But hopefully there's a difference between the reds. I'm going to guess that a lot of these people are going to go a short stint on the first reds and then primaries after that. If they're doing a 3-stopper, do a short fuel and quick stop. That's another thing with the 3-stopper, you're actually gonna be doing a really quick stop one of the times, so we'll see. I mean, I don't need to worry about strategy, I just need to worry about keeping it on track. But we got one long straightaway to go. This will be the one time that we keep up with everyone down it. And then we're going to be a bit off pace. Alright.
Go green, stay focused.
Let's hope this doesn't turn into a complete disaster in turn 1. Very bumpy track. Get it into race mode.
Time to do your job. Green flag, green flag.
We are all clear around us. Ease off into 1. See what surprise waits for us on the other side of this corner. We got some dirt flying, no cars flying yet though. Be able to save a bunch of fuel as we roll through here. Got one spinning and had to just go to the grass. Looked like that dude was gonna run into him, and I wasn't ready for him to change his lane there. Hopefully we didn't get damage from that. But we've passed 2 people. We'll get passed by this guy in a second. We have lost the field. Best lap. Okay. We are looking like we're going to make a lap. I just need to get this guy past us. He's quicker on the straights. We made a lap. But we are definitely way back. The guy that started from the pits is 11 seconds behind us. Bias back just a bit. Maybe a little too much. This corner, GTs I can attack, but in this thing, I feel like I'm gonna fly off the track if I attack it like normal. And then this one, the nose just pushes so bad through both of these. That early apex didn't help things. Doesn't look like we're gonna save enough fuel. Looks like someone put it in the wall. Alright, we're gonna go full fuel usage because we're not gonna save enough. I wasn't sure, but it's clear we're not gonna be able to, so we might as well go as fast as we can. And then we'll just, if we make it to the last stop, we'll throw reds on for a short stint and call it good. We are into 17th just due to people wrecking. Nearly overshot that. Confused where I was. Thought I was in this corner. Not bad though so far. I'm gonna be happy with it. Looks like we're on for a 145. Myself in the inside wall, and then way too wide on exit.
1 minute 45.282.
Just gonna ease it through there. We are losing time to everyone ahead of us, so we are the slowest guy out here. I'm gonna guess that the reds go just fine on a whole fuel run because iRacing's never really done softer compounds correctly. But I don't need a tire that's going to get slicker on me. Don't need to be losing it out of the corners because I already have a very stupid race throttle, slam it down. Gained a little bit. The 3 car is way off pace or something. Maybe just lost some time as he was getting passed by the 14. Maybe you got some damage somewhere way too wide there. Catching the 3. It's gotta have damage or something. Or it's trying to save fuel. And there we go, first screw up. We're not catching the 3 anymore. Oh, this is going to be painful. This is going to be worse than Jimmy. Slow and out of control. Alright, so we're in 18th. 19th is catching us, and so is 20th. They've both been in the pits for damage. But we got a long ways back to them, so hopefully we don't have to deal with them. Take it easy into this corner. It's going to be my weakness is that corner. Turning in too early to there. If I can just run 44s the whole time, I'll be happy with that. I'm just really interested to see what strategies actually happen with this car.
1 minute and 44.63.
Should have turned tire type on Racelabs. Didn't even think about that. Not sure if that's even a thing on there, but would be useful information. Maybe this guy ahead of us started from the pits to save fuel. But again, I don't think that's going to do you any good. Especially when you can do a short 3-second stop for a quick fill and get tires. Just 13 seconds off of the 3 car. Keep our eye on that gap. Stay off the gas over the bumps there. A little bit through there, so I gotta be careful about that. Nearly overdrove into that corner, had to get on the brakes hard, then the rear end wanted to swap on me. 12.4 to the 3. But we're still picking up speed. And that's a 43.9.
1 minute 43.902.
.7 to the 3. Still in 18th, so there hasn't been any issues lately. We have actually gapped the cars a bit behind. Just by a second or two. That's good news. And car is just starting to feel quicker and quicker as we burn fuel. About 5 laps away from pitting. Seconds to the 3. Starting to lose a bit of grip. That went out much wider than I was ready for. Luckily, the 18 is pulling away, and we're not going to have to deal with that. Slower lap time this lap, but we are 41 seconds to the cars behind, so that's good.
1 minute 43.814.
I'm guessing reds can work just fine, but as you can see, I'm already starting to get a few moments where the car's stepping out on me, and I think it's going to be worse on the reds. And at this point, I don't need that. We are not talented enough to deal with that at the moment, and I just need to focus on going around without driving off the track. Seven has had an issue. We nearly have an issue driving off there. .4 to the 3, so we're still a little quicker than him. I think there was 3 or 4 splits, and we've got people pitting. Okay. Did not expect to see them both pit there.
43.766.
Unless they were on reds, but that is surprising. Because if we just do a shorter stint at the end, we're going to have less fuel in and reds. I don't know. That's a weird one. Definitely did not expect the 18 to be in. Maybe they know the optimal point on tire wear, and we are falling off on speed right now. So maybe since you're already doing 3 stops, you just cut them all short. That's probably actually the better solution. I think I'm going to do that. Because I could instantly tell right there that tires were starting to give up. And we stopped way too short.
That's it, go.
Also gives you a little bit shorter fuel. Alright, so the 7 car is right in front of us now. I'm gonna go a little bit forward on brakes until we get these tires warmed up. 18 had a really bad stop, apparently. think about driving off there again. Didn't work the first time, not sure why I thought it was going to be good a second try. We might just not even do reds. Back down 53.8 on brake bias. We're on lap 13. Happy that I've even made it this far. Just let the car come back to us again.
2 minutes, 10.578.
Kind of changed up my pit strategy multiple times now, but needed to see what everyone else was doing and get an idea of what I might not be thinking about.
The leader's fitting now.
Leaders are that close to lapping us, but we pit, so we should gain a bit back. But we most likely will end up getting lapped in this race, even though it is a long lap, but just make too many mistakes and are already slow.
The leader's fitting now.
Quick bounce. I think the leader wrecked is why that happened.
1 minute,
So
43.682.
that is why we got that call. Nearly overshot it. Trying too hard to catch this guy. Should know better than that on a road course. Starting to get a bit of dirty air too. Or at least that's what I think I'm feeling. Car, he just pit. Oh God, I might have to make a pass. I don't know if anyone wants that to happen. This isn't actually as bad as I thought it was going to be. The car is handling pretty well. I know I've got it overloaded on aero, but I thought I was going to have a lot more issues than I am. wind up the left sides in the grass and wreck myself.
The leader's fitting now.
Well, we're putting the pressure on this guy because he's made 2 mistakes now this lap. And we nearly get in the back of him. Get him onto the straightaway good, and nope. Nope. Oh well. That's what happens when we try hard. Track is rubbered in a lot. Really getting dark in the last corner. 9 cars out of the race. We're in 15th. Shits. Oh boy. It's all coming apart. Locking up the fronts. Almost a bit too much curve there. We're still 7.5 ahead of the 18. But we are so draggy that I can't even get the draft on him. Made him protect inside. Tried to force a mistake. I don't know if he's letting us pass. I don't know what that was. If you're gonna let me pass, just let me pass in one of those 2 corners that you defended. Now he's gonna have super speed on us with our draft, because we can barely keep up with him in his draft. We just gotta hope that we get some distance and I don't screw up. Luckily he came off that corner really bad, so he may be getting ready to pit on lap 20. But at least we got someone to race this whole time. It'll be interesting to see what he ends up doing and how it compares to us once we decide how we're going to play this out. That puts us into 14th. Miles behind the rest, but still 14th. Car got stupid pushy there. 18's caught back up a bit through that whole side by side with this guy. I've definitely slowed down since I've got ahead of him because I'm better at chasing people. Fronts are just going away really bad. But we're staying even with the car in front, and we are pulling away from the 18. So even though it feels like we're going a lot slower, we're not losing out too much. He overdrove that last corner and then got really loose, so should be the end of him for a bit if he was going to mount a charge back. Now I just need to focus on hitting my lines, which I should be doing all the time anyways. That was ugly. Still scared of this corner. I should be scared of this corner because I nearly just pitched it. Somehow pulled it back in. Seven behind had some issues. But we're still staying even with the 3, so can't be too upset. Way underdrove the entry of that. We're getting to that point where in road racing I start to lose focus. We are on lap 21. Guessing we're going to see the 7 and the 18 come into pit. Fuck this corner. In a couple of laps. Maybe this lap. That time the nose didn't push at all, and then I get on the gas too hard. Still got a ways to go if I want to make this stint as long as the first one, so Also got to remember the start of the first stint, we were going really slow. Yeah, we've definitely dropped off hard on this this run. Seven and the 18 still battling each other. Gained back half a second on the 3. Still feel good about where we're at. I mean, I've made it to halfway. I'm happy. But I want to gain one more spot, not by a crash, but I don't think we're going to be able to track him down. It's gonna have to be our fuel strategy that gets us that gap. So hopefully I'm thinking about it right. Put into there. Alright, 4.5 back. The 18's got a round. They most likely are going to pit this time. If they're going the same distance on the stint they did on the first stint. I mean, we're still low 44s, so again, I'm doing better than I was at the start. It's just that I got quicker than I thought I was going to be, and so it looks like on the tracker that I'm really slowing down, which I am, but we're still doing good laps for me. I want to stretch this run out as long as I can right now. Especially if the 18's going to have as bad a pit stop as he had. Leader's 34.7 behind. So we will be getting lapped. That's going to make life a little bit tricky. And if pit now, they would be lapping us at that point, so we'd be losing time on fresh tires, which I don't want to do, so I gotta kind of hope that they're, first of all, spread out at the front. But 18 and 7 are still on track. That was bad. He's been just a little bit quicker than us. He might have had a mistake there, though. Gaining some ground on him. They're going to have to pit this time, for sure. Because we can only go one more lap, and they pit a lap earlier. Oh boy, almost threw it all away there. Unless they're stretching fuel, but I don't know why you would at this point. Oh, shit. Yep, they're both in now. Leader's probably going to pass him. Leader is in pits. No, he's passed him. And second's right on the leader's tail. So, we will most likely be going a lap down as well. Unless the leaders come in and pit at the same time. Alright, coming in. Do a little better job getting in there. And make sure we got this all set up right. Full fuel, primaries, and stop. Alright.
All clear, content.
See where we come out. Leaders are coming.
The leader's fitting now.
Alright, good. Hopefully they both come in. They are not. Not a good situation. I don't want to hold this guy up, but I don't know how far or what his pace is. I'm guessing he's quicker than us, but I don't want to get behind him and find out. He's going to be pitting in the next lap, and it looks like we are just slightly quicker. Or he is being very cautious of us. Looks like we're coming off the corners better. So again, we're being Jimmy Johnson. He'll be super quick here.
Car right. Keep to the left. Clear.
Alright. We are 5.5 seconds ahead of the 18. 15's still got a pit. So we're doing good. Just gonna be in some dirty air for a moment. But at least we're not getting completely swamped by leaders at this point. Actually, looks like a two-stopper works. I don't know if that'll change once we unlap ourselves, but maybe I just did a lot of bad math. Trying to read it and go around the corners. That's what that was all about, if you were wondering. Three cars in the pits. See what we gain on him. Just a second.
1 minute 44.362.
Am I being dumb about fuel? Was this simpler than I made it? Is it showing that I'm good on fuel? Definitely not putting in good laps right now, but alright. Yeah, it's starting to sort itself out now. The people that went an extra lap are good.
1 minute 44.545.
If we get lapped, I think we're good. But had I ran that whole first run, we would have been just fine. So I don't know what the hell I was thinking. 15 is gaining on us still, but he has got to pit still. And we are 10 seconds ahead of the 18. And both cars behind us are in the pits now. Shown we can do 10.5 laps. Which, if we get lapped, will be enough. If we don't, it won't be. So I think now we go into fuel save. The guy behind us, he's going to be really close. We're not going to catch the guy in front. So, we go into fuel save mode now. Make the decision early. Kind of gauge it here on these few laps and see what we got.
3, 8, 4, 10 to go, this time by.
We got 10 to go, but we're about to be 9 to go. Still holding the same gap to the car behind, so I think he's doing the same thing. I'm going to do the whole lap with this, just see how much we use. Saved a tenth a gallon.
5, 7.
We do that for 10 laps. We've saved about a lap of fuel. So, considering where we're at, I think this is the call to try to make it. Somehow I just did my math really shit, and I don't know, for some reason I was thinking 2 stops wasn't going to work. I don't know why, but clearly it did, since we have went way longer than I was planning. What we did 12 or 13 laps on the first run. I guess we did 13 laps on the first run. We just had an extra lap there that I wasn't planning on having, so. But we're going to save some fuel here because we got nothing to gain, and the guy behind us is saving fuel. Been a fun race, though. I mean, longer road course race compared to what we've been doing with the 15-minute races. And, yeah, like I said, I haven't done an IndyCar race on road since probably 2 or 3 years ago. I know a lot has changed since then, so definitely a series that I'm going to have to try to remind myself when it's going to go off, because NASCAR is easy to remember. It's every single week pretty much. IndyCar, you get these massive gaps and try to figure it all out. It means that we'll get 2 Indy 500s. Well, this is an open series, so we'll do that in this, and then we'll do the fixed Indy 500. Alright, so the 18 has disappeared. Not sure what happened to him. He is on pit road, so he must have wrecked. Now we have really no one. We're not going to worry about the 3. We're not going to catch him. He can go further than us and do it fast. So we just made the little wrong call there on fuel. Thinking that we couldn't go as far as we could. Just a little bit of lack of knowledge. Obviously, we started off losing a bunch of time, but we end up pretty much where we should be anyways. It's not like there's anyone just ahead of us that we're quicker than. So now it's all about getting to the end, and we don't really have to do it that fast. Looks like the 14 is on pit road. Ooh, shit. That tossed me off to the right. The 15 is 22.5 seconds behind. Sure, he was in an early wreck. And the 14 is still on pit road, so we are now into 13th. Starting to see people drop out of the race. We nearly dropped out of the race a second ago. Probably held the 17 up from getting the lead because he's only a second and some back. So that's unfortunate, but I kind of just had to go there. I couldn't lose a bunch of time letting him by at that moment. Now it looks like we could have, but you never know the situation. 15 is still catching us, but he's got a long ways to go. And we'll be able to turn the engine up a bit once we get lapped. I wish the leaders were catching us right here, but we'll try to find a safe spot to let them go.
45.8015. 5 to go.
Just gonna let them go here. Okay. Well, we'll get to see the race for the win for a second. Can crank the fuel up now, because we gave a bunch of time to the 15. 16.5 seconds now. So we'll just try to run this. We've got, what, 3 laps left now?
You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Alright, 15.5 seconds, so we've stopped that bleeding. We've got 4.5 laps of fuel, and we're a lap down. So, we've got 3 laps of racing left. If you ever want to check that, it's on the F1 screen to show you how many laps the leader has left. Rather than looking at what it says for your laps that you're on the F2 screen. The to go is the leader or lead lap, and hopefully I'm right about that. But either way, we can still make it. Yep, 2 to go. Leaders got the call. We got 3.5 gallons, or 3.5 laps of fuel. So we weren't gonna make it. I had to save there and go a lap down. But you know what? We're 13th. only screwed up once, big time, and the other X was from avoiding a wreck. So I can be happy with that, because this is definitely way too much power for me on a road course. The F1 car, it's got so much grip that its power isn't too scary. This thing is a bit more scary. And we'll be coming here in the F1 car when that iRacing series starts. They'll be doing full Grand Prix. Tire rules will be in effect for the next race after the build for this series and all the other series that have two different compounds. So that'll add something to it, and we would have had to run the reds at some point. We saved the tires up a bit, and we're about to set our fastest lap of the race on some older tires.
43.592.
I don't need to be going this fast, but I am. So let's be smart about it. Absolutely no reason for us to wreck. We got 14.5 seconds to the 15 behind.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel left.
More than I'm really glad that I decided to do this. Might just do this time slot every time. It's a fairly decent time slot. Sunday afternoon, it's 8 o'clock Eastern. These races aren't too long, especially when you can't have yellows on the road courses. So yeah, just remind me on Twitter and comments when these are coming up. Just ask me if I'm going to race the next one when it's that week, so I remember. But here we are, amazingly at the finish with only 2x. That's going to get us some safety rating that we needed. We had fun. We passed someone on track.
There's the flag. It's over.
Sort of. I think he let us go, but we still passed him. And we did not need extra parts. So now we gotta go look at everyone else that messed up. We weren't even on our car, so we survived that bad luck that we normally get when we get wrecked by the person that we're on when we join the race. Oh man. That, an hour and 10 minutes, not too bad. We were really slow there, and then we learned how to drive a bit and kind of pieced it all together. So let's see what happened. And it comes early here. Oh my god, really? These guys coming out of the pits, and he runs straight into the back of the guy. They started from the pits to be safe, and he... Oh my gosh, I've never seen people crash trying to start from the pits to be safe. But there you have it. That is impressive. And then we have this moment where I thought he was going to run into the guy, and then all of a sudden... So, luckily I reacted in time. We take the 1X, we get a slowdown that wasn't really a slowdown, but let's see what happened here. And it is just the 22 getting loose, and the 12 pays for it. And we got the 7 car. He is currently in 14th. Just going over that. some prediction code. Someone kind of sticking their nose in there where wasn't really needed. 21. Not more prediction code than a dumb move. And then the 12 has some more bad luck. The 9 finds the grass. Luckily, I'm not good enough to put it on the edge to better my corner entry. And really miss the corner, get some cones, some bounces. The 9's got some traffic and some cones, and he knocks a bit of his wing off there on a cone. But probably just prediction of the damage. 15 goes high centers himself on the curb. This is just a mess of cars right here. And we got more cone slamming by the 9. This guy doesn't finish the race, if you were wondering. And a little prediction code action there. And then getting back on the track, I guess sort of safely. Oh, 18 loops it. That was while he was... That was on his outlap, I think. Lap 12? Yeah, that was his outlap from his pits, so that's how he lost so much time to us. 10 coming out of the pits, trying to warm his tires, and didn't do a good enough job. Into the wall. And then the 9 finally finishes himself off. 12. He overcorrects, finds the tire wall. 19. It's going to eat some walls. He was behind us at that point. No, he was in 3rd. Does he still finish up here? I think he does. So he gets lucky not having a bunch of right rear damage. The 18, this is how he... That was prediction code. Thought he hit the wall. And these guys are just really driving into the last corner as hard as they possibly can. Doesn't seem to be the way to go fast. 19 loops it coming out of the pits. We have another looper coming out of the pits. Or just gets cone, just gets cone. The 18, he grabs the grass, grabs the tires, and that is where he disappeared to. The 14 drives it in as hard as he possibly can and finds that wall. He gets a bit of a snap on entry to 1 and stays in 7th, no damage. No idea why the logo is backwards, but it could be upside down. And then for was this 6th and 5th place, he just totally misses it. Is he going to take the spot? They all lose positions. He takes the spot. He's going to give a spot back there, but the guy he wrecked is multiple spots behind. Is he going to give the spot back? I got to see if he gives the spot back. That's definitely one that he should give the spot back, especially that late in the race, but he is not going to. Because apparently he didn't get any front-end damage. And the 9 is back out on track. Getting some more incidents. And the 1 car is back out on track to get the 7 into the side of him for... Were they even racing each other? It's on lap 40. He's on lap 40. Yeah, they were racing. But doesn't work out for either of them coming to the line. And I think does 14 pass them both there? No, he's on a different lap. And the 1 finishes backwards, and the 7 finishes with a wobbly left front, and then he destroys the guy that he wrecked. So, glad we weren't around him for very long. Yeah, interesting race. Let's take a look at results, see how much SR we gained. Lose some iRating, we gained 61 safety rating. First car a lap down, so we win that lap. And, yeah, 2 incidents. 4 people get 0. A lot of people in the double digits, but, yeah, that was interesting. So, top split, how many people finished? Quite a few. Let's go to the bottom split. How many finished? Only 3 on the lead lap, and maybe only 7 cars actually finished the race. And the third split, a little bit better. So, if that tells you anything about iRating and the safety of the people with higher iRating versus lower iRating, at least on the roadside, yeah, interesting comparison between the 4 splits. So, hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. We'll try to run the whole season and get better at high-powered road racing. Thanks for watching.